Gentlemen and lady, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm back with some reveals for the Raven Guard who will strike from the shadows this Friday. I got 4 cards for you, including their new epic warlord and a juicy legendary, so I'd say let's jump right into it. The first card on my list is a common 4 energy troop, Sergeant Hecklin. He comes in with 3 attack, 5 health and with frontline on top, so very solid stat line for his cost already, which makes him playable in my books. And he has an activatable ability as well. For 2 energy, he can give Sentenced 1 to all enemies this turn. So as mentioned, his stat line already makes him playable, but he has a very solid ability on top, so if this guy sticks, or if you can hide him with something like a reprint of Shadow Walk, maybe we'll get a card like this again, then he will be able to give Sentenced 1 to all enemies every turn. For just 2 energy, I think that's pretty good, especially if you can combine it with some kind of AoE. Speaking of which, let's check out the next card. It's Bane of Tyrants, a 4 energy rare tactic, and yes, it's basically a reprint of Rain of Fire. It just costs 1 less, because it's not a neutral, I guess. It deals 1 damage to all enemies twice. I think this is a very good card, and that we will see 2 copies of this in almost every Raven Guard deck. Rain of Fire already saw a lot of play in sentence-centered decks, like the mission one, and here it's basically an upgrade of that. At that point you might say,
but Midnight, it's just death dealers from Sons of Horus.
On paper it is, but keep in mind that this has huge combo potential because of the sentence mechanic. Sentence damage will apply to every instance of damage which is dealt to your enemies, so if we combine this for example with the ability of the guy I revealed earlier, you will be able to deal 4 damage for 6 energy to the enemy's board and the enemy warlord as well. I think this is pretty insane. And also keep in mind that the damage will come in 4 instances, that means it will punch through things like Survivor. On the other hand, keep in mind that stuff like Shield and Bastion don't proc sentence damage. Regardless, excellent card, and now let's move on to the Warlord. The Warlord is a familiar face. He already exists as a legendary troop in the Orphans of War faction. It's of course Bran Neff, first captain of the Raven Guard. He comes in with 2 attack, 35 health, medium initiative, and for 2 energy he draws a troop from your deck, so seems like a basic bitch at first glance, but his passive is what's going to make him pretty good, I think. After attacking an enemy, give it Sentenced 1 this turn. So in case you're misunderstanding that, it doesn't mean he deals 3 damage when attacking. The Sentenced is only applied after he attacks. This has a lot of combo potential. Take a card like Bane of Tyrants. All you have to do is attack into the enemy warlord, and then Bane of Tyrants is going to deal 2 extra damage. Maybe we will see cards like Fury from Above reprinted, so cheap damage tactics which deal the damage in multiple instances. Applying Sentence for free is a huge deal, and I think this guy has a lot of potential. And now to the legendary. It's Raven Lord's Sentence. Badass artwork. And for 5 energy your warlord gains after attacking an enemy, give it Sentence 2 this turn. Well, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's basically Bran's passive, but multiplied by 2. And Bran can obviously play this as well, and that means he's going to be able to apply Sentence 3 to an enemy just by attacking into it. I think that's insane. Sentence damage can ramp out of control really quickly. This is actually better than the mission reward in my opinion. And if we get to see more cards like Bane of Tyrants, so cards which apply damage in multiple instances, this has the potential to be extremely broken. It's hard to tell yet, I didn't see any cards beside the ones I just revealed for you guys, but yeah, my spider senses are tingling, and I think this is going to be a very, very strong card. Alright guys, and that was it for my reveals. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it was informative. I think we saw very strong cards today, but let me know in the comments what you think about those. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I will be streaming the release of the Raven Guard as usual on this channel, and I hope to see you then. And until then, peace.